agreed upon top 20-ish, without much deviation outside of that norm. When you look at Japan's like Umaburo results and things like that, you'll see like Donkey Kong, Link, Falcon, and of course you'll still see the other characters like Bayo and stuff, but just a very wide pool for that litmus test.
But anyway, it looks like this is a button check, but this is the set that we had foreshadowed earlier, accidentally calling it a little bit too soon, being RFang versus Rich Brown. RFang being ranked #1 in South Carolina, making pretty good waves at MomoCon, getting a few huge upsets. The set I remember the most was taking Nairo to Game 5 of Mario I had never heard of in a matchup that we see Ally struggle in so often, and being able to come that close to beating Nairo. Very impressive stuff. So
yeah, for sure.
After that performance, I'm eager to see what he can follow up with. Rich Brown, again, being a member of the PGR, ranked 23, fantastic national, international caliber player.
Of course.
Well, I mean, it's anyone's game at this point. I've learned not to count out the up-and-coming strength in this game because, like, people, the level of, like, leveling up in this game is absurdly fast. I've found.
No, yeah, it is. I've just found that some people just, they have it. They have that Smash X factor. And of course, like, this is a game I would say is easy to learn, but deceptively hard to be successful in simply because there are so many people that are threats.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just waddle through, wade through your pools and be like, okay,
can't put on your water wings, like, okay, now I'm not drowning. No,
it's just anyone, and it's just that Smash 4 factor. Anyone can come up and surprise you if you get caught with your pants down.
Yeah, I mean, that's why this game is so exciting to watch tournament after tournament, week after week, and we're going to get another set like that right now.
Now, I would think that Mewtwo does pretty well in this, just because, as we were saying before, Mewtwo does a pretty good job of just boxing characters out with that down tilt, with that Shadow Ball, and just the reaction and fair to just swipe people away.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, it is Mario, so when he does get his mitts on you, you're going to be taking a world of hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And we're seeing that right now. Good patience by RFang, trying to wait for the air dodge, but doesn't get the punish. The falling nair protects Rich Brown. And we see just a whole lot of back air pressure. None of it quite connecting, though, and so far, Rich Brown does have a pretty strong position. And he's knowingly letting Mario approach, right? The sort of thing that you want to do is try to invite this plumber into your house, but not give him the gate key.
Yeah, be like, oh yeah, the pipes, the ones that are broken, they're in the back. And then as soon as he goes to look, you just hit him with a Shadow Ball.
Man, that's grisly, man. Respect to plumbers doing the good work out here.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not me, it's Rich Brown.
That's true, that's true. And right now, Rich Brown is continuing to do that grisly work, already getting 117% on RFang, making this look like a matchup he has very well down on lock.
Yeah, quickly approaching that throw kill percentage. Might just catch him with an up smash if he's getting a little jumpy, but we're not seeing too much of that.
Finds a back throw, though, and that's going to take it on Smashville. And I hear the crowd already, though, cheering out for RFang.
Okay, opting to go for another nair rather than down tilt there.
Yeah, it's interesting that right now Rich Brown isn't playing like a full zoning game, right? He's actually poking at RFang's patience quite a bit, too. He's going in himself, trying to get RFang off guard, but now RFang's ready for it, right? He's throwing out this wall of back airs to make Rich Brown respect his space.
Oh, wow, so much drift on that. That was all just one jump from like the depths. Jumped all the way with nair like towards like a quarter of center stage.
Mewtwo sometimes, he levitates himself. There's a reason he can go everywhere, and there's a reason he's so light, is he's never on the ground.
Oh, a lot of pressure being applied off stage here by RFang. Rolling through that Shadow Ball. Can he find that up smash? Oh, and just Rich Brown, what's he doing? He's just standing there.
Yeah, and
menacingly.
That was it was unfortunate for RFang because he read the stand and shield, right? He tried to get a pivot grab into a back throw on the ledge, but he just kept grabbing too soon.
Too thick.
Yeah, too thick.
Literally in that position, thick thighs did save lives. Oh, the power shields are coming out right now. Uh-oh, you're in the vortex. This is the infinite Tsukiyomi.
And by infinite, yeah, you jump back air at a shield. And because at a certain point, like, Mewtwo can't actually pressure Mario that hard. And I think that's going to be one of the things that RFang's going to need to figure out is when he's just respecting Rich Brown too much and when to just call him out and say, no, back air in your face. Like, get out of this area.
Yeah, sometimes you just drop that nair into the equation. Just get off me button.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I'm not sure if he realizes, but for whatever reason, Mario down air does seem to beat Mewtwo Nair. Now, Rich Brown is not using it too much in the neutral, but that's just a little bit. That's just a little tidbit that I've seen from this matchup.
That is actually also terrifying to know because Mario's Dare is a legitimate kill move.
Yeah.
I've seen that kill at like 80%. Right now, though, Rich Brown just doing more what he was doing really well when he's in the advantage state this whole tournament, just holding on to that stage, just constantly calling out their options to try to reset to neutral and making for it once more.
Reading that option and then forcing them to the skies.
And then in the meantime, just charging more Shadow Balls to chuck out, keeping them honest. Like then you have that fear of like, if I air dodge and he's not doing something, then he Shadow Balls me and I die. And that makes that mix-up so much scarier to deal with. Adds more variables for the opponent.
I do think some things that Mario does have in this matchup, though, is, again, that Dare actually does beat a lot of stuff. That Dare's actually just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's only underrated because all of Mario's moves are good. But also, I mean, Mario just having the best reflector in the game, like, that kills Mewtwo. If you just reflect Shadow Ball, that kills Mewtwo mad early. And of course, there is the option that Mewtwo reflects it back,
and then you die.
Scary things are happening. But I mean, honestly, sometimes you just gotta cape them, man.
I mean, sometimes you just sometimes heroes do wear capes. You know, some heroes don't.
Exactly.
But Mario is one of them that can. He can do both. Get you a plumber that can do both.
Honestly, though, just speaking of Mario, I'm really excited for Mario Odyssey. I want to play it so bad. I hope they add, like, hat throw in the...
Dude, hat throw would be so scary because if it connects, then you control your opponent's inputs for a bit.
Oh,
you
no,
just run
wait,
them off
never
stage.
mind.
Yeah.
I don't want Mario to be better. I think Mario's very good. Very, very good character.
But it would mean he wouldn't have a reflector, right?
Perhaps.
Then what happens if your reflector is kept back on? You know, this is another time for this discussion.
We'll theory. Just you could join our Mario Switch version Theorycraft Discord after this.
It's a bi-weekly podcast that Mascot and I are putting together. Stay tuned, guys.
But yeah, going into this game 2 on Smashville, it looks like only like a 30% difference here. But, you know, Mewtwo does have that Shadow Ball almost completely on deck. And correct me if I'm wrong, is there on different properties to like almost fully charged Shadow Ball? I know some people almost fully charged moves are stronger than fully charged, kind of like 9 Punch.
Yeah, 9 Wind Punch. To my knowledge, no, there isn't. The one thing to note
Does it come out faster though? I'm not sure. I mean, you guys in the chat can talk about it, but
the one mind game difference that a not full Shadow Ball has is, you know, how it breaks the reflectors after 2 reflects, right? If it's not fully charged, it cannot pass that damage threshold yet, so it's potentially reflectable again.
Oh,
so
they may not know.
Yeah, there's little things like that I've seen Mewtwo's pull out, but in terms of straight frame data changes, I'm unaware of any.
Okay, and hitting him with the Hancock once more. You're gone. Okay, trying to get a little bit aggressive here.
I just like that Rich Brown was unafraid of RFang's complete invincibility there. It was still floating all around him. He's
having fun with it.
That's kind of how he's testing the waters and knowing that like RFang is respecting him a lot, because there's no reason to respect Mewtwo in that situation. He could not hurt you.
Yeah.
But looks like, okay, RFang finding these little punishes. There we go. Finds the pivot grab he's been looking for.
Wow.
Gets that back throw.
Yeah, that'll do it. Going to 115 there. Mewtwo, very light character.
Yeah.
One thing I'll have to take advantage of, Mewtwo, one of the lightest characters in the game. And super big hurt box. So, you know, really if you can just keep those hitboxes out, just constantly be throwing out some back airs at good spacing, you might just get a lot of damage.
Yeah, you tend to win on trades just because of his light stature and the fact that his hurt box is so huge.
Just looks like Rich Brown is doing a really good job of not putting himself in that situation, staying just outside the spacing. And then when he does get close, it'll be after he's covered himself, probably with like a Shadow Ball or something.
I do like the change in RFang's playstyle now, though. It's a lot more baity. He's recognized the fact that Rich Brown is going in, but he's not respecting it as much. He's just juking out of the way and counter-hitting with his own back air or a grab or a jab hit. In that case, it was a nair, right? But he's letting Rich Brown continue to dig like a little bit of a comeback hole here, right?
Yeah.
You know, Rich Brown has the lead. He doesn't have to be doing this.
Yeah, and I have noticed a little bit of a habit from Rich Brown. Sometimes he'll just short hop forward with nair and then roll back. He did that about 3 times. But so if I feel like if RFang can go really aggressive on one of those nairs, reading that rollback, he might be able to get something.
Right there, forcing him into the ledge. Good catch on the roll forward with the up air. Doesn't find an air dodge punish, though. Rich Brown find his way back to the ground again. And back to a very tense situation on the ledge. Rich Brown once again slipping through the pressure of RFang.
And this is a scary situation because, yeah, you want to go aggressive, but if you miss space something and you get grabbed, you might just die.
I mean, it's a similar situation for both players now. Very close to a last hit situation, calling it out, getting the drag down there and into the up throw. Rich Brown takes a much closer game two. Still pretty well looking strong as ever in this tournament. Poised to make another run